Hello and welcome to another how-to video. My name is Ditech, Technical Director of DVS here in lovely sunny Cardiff. It's not raining today, but we're going to make this a short and sweet video. Some of you have commented that you saw a recent post on LinkedIn about the new name tag. Well, it's not that new, but it's new to most of you. The new Hikvision name tag body-worn camera. Now, I do have one here. It's a very, very small device. So we're going to run through to you today. What is it? How do you program it? And where would you like to use it? It's not like the standard body-worn camera series. You know, the one where big old unit clips on the chest or a harness or an adapter somewhere on your clothes. Quite big, quite overt, for good reason. Got lots of functions and features, but it is quite a big unit. This is more of a discreet style, not covert, but definitely more discreet. So in the little box, I'll show you the part code here and I will read it out. So for those of you that want to see the part code, you can see it there. So the part code is DS MCC216. There's only one version of this. So in the box itself, you get the little name tag body camera. Now that's all that's in there. It's a very, very small box. You can download the manual from Hikvision's website. There's two things you need to do for this. First, when you get the product, make sure you charge it. There's a USB-C charge port there underneath there. Plug it to a USB-C charger to make sure you fully charge the product. Second thing, on your smartphone, so whether you've got Android or iOS, I'll show you the app shortly. It is available for both. There's an app you download from the App Store or Play Store, and it's called Mini AI Assistant. You basically use the smartphone next to this name badge to program the device. If you want to use this as a standalone solution, you can, as you've seen our body-worn camera units here. So this is our body-worn camera all-in-one face station. They are compatible with this. You could take it out of there, plug it into there to charge it and retrieve the name tag video footage. It's a big unit, right? We do, for these name tags, we do a dedicated desktop. I don't have, so like this desktop one here, similar to the older desktop one, it's a smaller unit and the cradles are more compact. It's an 8-way unit that allows you to plug the name tags into the docking station itself and have a desktop version, quite consolidated, quite compact, to charge, retrieve the body camera footage off these name tag body-worn camera devices. But again, if you've got mix and match and you really want to plug it into one of these, you can. Now, you can take it. I gotta stand on this because I put it too high. And I'm not even in it. It might be because of my glasses, actually. No, they've deleted me. But you can.
Storage being opened.
You can put it in there, plug it in so with the USB-C, close it, and then take it. So you can use that, or you can use the desktop one. It makes no difference to me. So, the name tag body-worn camera. As you can see, I've already pre-programmed this with some wording. Dave Davis, Technical or Director DVS, I think it says, in the reflection of the camera that I can see. You can see the little camera module in the corner here. It's got two buttons on, or one button on it. It's got a USB-C charge, it's got a power button and a Wi-Fi button. The Wi-Fi button allows you to create a hotspot, so you can hold it to turn on the hotspot to effectively use the Mini AI Assistant app to program it, which I'll show you shortly. Now on the back of the unit, you've got the pin style connection, so it's magnetic, so you can take this off, put it through your clothing, and then it closes through the clothing with a magnetic style clasp, or you've got the traditional pin style clasp, so either or for this unit. Again, I can put it in my clothes here, through my gilet, and you can see it holds it. I'm just using the magnet here. Probably not the best for a gilet because it's quite thick. It is holding, but if I knocked it hard enough, it would probably fall off. I mean, that's not bad actually. It's got quite good grip on it, but it is a thick garment. If you're wearing, you know, like standard, you know, like wherever you're going to deploy this, like, you know, clothing that's not gilet, especially winter gilet ready, then of course this magnet should be fine. But again, for the default, you have got the pin clasp on the back as well. So 2 buttons, you can program this, you can turn the unit on. This has got one of those really cool displays. When the unit is off, it does retain its information in the display. So even when the unit is off on the side, you know whose this unit belongs to or what department, etc. So the display will stay there. When you turn the unit on by pressing the power button, which is here on the bottom, you'll get a little LED. So you can see it's going through its boot up phase now. So a little battery LED here, that'll turn, it's going through a boot up phase. I've set this so when I turn the power on this unit, it starts recording video and audio. So now you can see it's flashing green. So that's now going to start recording. The display's flashing, it's initializing the unit effectively. That will stabilize in a couple of seconds. There we go. That will start recording now. I set this unit to record on power up and stop recording on power down. And you can see there that green LED still flashing. The little Wi-Fi one there, if you press and hold the Wi-Fi button underneath, like I said, that creates the hotspot that allows you to talk to the app. You can add this to a standard Wi-Fi, which I have done, and I'll show you how to do that. This unit here on power up is added to a Wi-Fi in the building, which allows me to add it to HikConnect. So if you want to add this device to HikConnect, you certainly can. Would you need to do it? No, you don't. You can use the docking station. You can use the Mini AI app. So you can connect to the app, you can search and download footage that way, or you can use HikConnect. So if you've got a lot of these units and the store Wi-Fi, add them to the store Wi-Fi, and then remotely you can use HikConnect to then interrogate them and download the footage, etc. Really, really simple device to use. Now, many people will probably forget to charge it. It's like any standard body camera. You do need to charge it, you know, every day after your shift. You know, if you're going to record off this, it is quite a small memory. It's 32 gigabyte inside. There's not an SD card that you can replace. It's the integrated memory. So it has got enough memory, but it is only small. So you couldn't do a week without this. It will just keep overwriting itself. But don't forget, if there's an incident, please retrieve that footage as quickly as possible. You don't have to put a name on it. Where I put my name on it there, you could just put staff. You could just put DVS staff on there. You don't have to put a name on there. So if you want to swap these and rotate these around without changing the name every time, whilst the name can be added, doing that every shift would be difficult and not very efficient or effective. You could just put staff and put the name of the company on there. You could put any details you want on there. Just to display without, or happy to help, something like that. Okay, so what are we going to do next? We are going to add the device to the app. So I'm going to do a bit of a screen recording. So I'll stop recording here. The way you program this device, so if you see the little button on the bottom there, the little Wi-Fi button, press and hold that for a couple of seconds. And then what happens then is the little Wi-Fi light starts flashing there. That means it's trying to find a connection. I can then, on my phone, find it on the Wi-Fi, hotspot to it, and I'll show you how to do that now. Okay, so I'm on my phone. I'm going to choose the app. So it's Mini AI. So Mini AI Assistant here up in the top row. I've already downloaded it. The manual tells you how to download it. You scan a QR code and it'll download it to the appropriate device. So we're going to open up Mini AI Assistant. So what you'll see now is, because the hotspot is running on there, it won't find the device yet. What I need to do is go into my settings, Wi-Fi, and you'll see there's a device in there. I've already connected to it in the past, but it says Mini AI and then the serial number of the unit. That's how you identify the body camera itself. It'll start as Mini AI, which is the device prefix, and then the serial number of the device. So I'm going to connect to that. So hit that. It will connect to it because hotspot mode is running. It's now connected to it, and the light is now not flashing as fast on the unit itself. So we're going to go to Mini AI Assistant. It's just logging me into the app. It will see this device now. So you can see the Mini AI device is added. Now, if I want to add more, I can add more devices to this app. It's very straightforward. Click the top right-hand corner, the plus, and then you go to set the WAN Wi-Fi there, and then just choose a different device. So under there, you choose the other devices which you have powered on. And I'm going to go back to the app, and they would add in the device tree here. And then you can connect to each one individually, either to download footage or for setup and deployment. So one device is online. So I'm going to hit it, just tap the icon, and it loads that camera. So you should now see it's now got the there we go. So it's now got the camera. It's a very good wide angle view. As you can see, we're in the demo room. But you can see clearly details. It's a 2 megapixel camera in essence, okay? So I'm going to put that by there, just so while I'm doing this, you can look at the demo room. From the app, you've got what's left in the SD card. It's a 64 gig SD memory. Sorry, not usable, but 64, not 32. Apologies. So you've got batteries on 100%. Storage, you can take images, you can record, you can turn the sound on and off, resolution where it says UHD, you can change it to HD or standard, I'm going to leave it as UHD, why would you not, and then you've got video playback, so in the video playback itself, this is where you can search for any footage that may have been recorded, and then of course you've got the different timelines here, so you could choose from this one. Wait for it to load. You do have to be a bit patient. You can see there, I left this on permanent record. What I did with this is powered it through the charge, was permanently plugged in with the USB cable. It's enabled recording as permanently, which I'll show you in a minute, and I left it powered up. So actually it's been recording for quite some time on my desk. But you can see that's the footage there, and then when it loads, you can tilt your phone, which will then obviously do the rotate mode. Okay, so that's the playback. Camera file itself. You can see all of the files it's generated. Because this is on permanent record, obviously choose the time where the event or incident has happened, select it, and then all you need to do is say, right, that's the file I want, and I'm going to download it. So let's go. And it'll just download it to your phone, WhatsApp it, email it directly from your phone. It's really as simple as that. I'm not going to download that file completely to my phone. You get the idea. The principle is very, very easy. So we'll cancel that. So playback and camera file can all be done through the app. Very, very simple.
Very, very simple.
Of course, if the docking station makes it easier, please use the docking station. You can download the footage and retrieve it with a very simple to use interface, but not everybody who has the luxury or the benefit of cost to be able to do that, okay? Okay. Settings, top right hand corner. Load the settings. There's not much to set on this product. So you've got the device ID, so you can click into that. It tells you the serial number and the device. It is a 64 gigabyte, like I said. User ID, you can select it, or you can put anything in there that you want to associate it to the device, and then click OK to save it. Device ID tells you the serial number. Organization name, so you don't have to, but you could put DVS in there. Camera name, again, you can change that or leave it as the serial number. And then you've got upgrade version here. You can upgrade the version. So where it's got upgrade version here, it tells you the version. If there is a new firmware, you can download the firmware to your phone, click upgrade version, and then upload and install. You choose the version from your phone and then update it directly to the device. This device is on the latest version, I've already checked. You can reset the parameters or factory reset it, which will put it back to standard, okay? So if you're getting a problem with it, just factory reset it and then reapply the settings, and hopefully that would resolve any issues you may see. They're such a simple device, there shouldn't be that many issues. Okay, go to back. Memory card. So again, you can format it. So the overwritten record, so it is going to start overriding it, like it says there, and it's out of space, but I can format the device simply from the menu if I want to. WLAN, so it is on. I've added it to our DVS guest network on Wi-Fi. Okay, so I can, for that purpose is if you want to add it to HikConnect as an app, okay? And then static Wi-Fi, you can put an IP address in if you want, or you leave it as DHCP. Our Wi-Fi is DHCP. Okay, so personal hotspot, again, disable hotspot automatically after 7 minutes. So you can change it. You can change the network name where it comes up, where you connect from it from your Wi-Fi menu. You can change the name and the password. The default password is that for all devices, and then you can change it as required. So you can change the name and the password. You don't have to, you can. And then it'll disable it after that amount of time, 7 minutes, or not if you change it. Other settings. So you've got encoding type, H.265 I've changed it to. Stream module type is G722.1. Multi-line OSD, you can put multi-line OSD and you can put custom text in there. It'll show on the camera image itself, on the playback. So you could put DVS, Site 1, and a postcode or something. It's up to you really. I don't need it for this specific. You've got record parameters. So we've got set it as 2 megapixel. You can reduce the resolution if you feel you don't need it at the highest resolution. You should always use it at the highest resolution in my opinion. Overwrite recording is on. That's quite important. If you don't do that, it'll just stop recording once the SD card or the internal memory is full. If there is an event, it's not going to be captured then. So the safest option is to make sure that's enabled. And then video format is PS. You can change it to MP4 if you want. 3D digital noise reduction is on, and then auto record after startup, yes. So like I said, when I turn the device on, it will start recording. If I turn that off, it requires you to push the button on the device to start and stop recording. But I'm going to leave it as that. So I always want it to record on startup. The choice is yours based on your application. Okay, so we saved that. Other parameters, you've got, we've just done that, sorry, apologies. ISUP. So you can enable ISUP, which allows you to basically... So ISUP is our back-end protocol. It allows us to talk to recorders, more essentially HikCentral as a platform. So you can enable ISUP, allow you to add it to HikCentral, providing the setup is correct and you've got the correct body-worn camera licensing enabled in HikCentral. Add it to the Wi-Fi and then enable it, the ISUP, and add it to HikCentral if that is what you want to do. Garden Vision, which is the app. So yes, I've got the app enabled. So Garden Vision, HikCentral effectively, HikConnect. Verification code and encryption key. I'm not going to show those, but I've already set them appropriately to your needs and then save it. So that's the app. Power and display. So the power and display, record position, dial-up Wi-Fi will be disabled under quick charging mode. So under quick charging mode, none of that will be enabled, but it charges the device, much more quickly than standard charging mode. Energy saving mode, yes. And then you can enable it if you require. Position, dial-up and Wi-Fi will be forcefully disabled and the screen brightness will lower under energy saving mode. That's probably a good thing to enable. So as on battery, the Wi-Fi will disconnect so you don't get the HikConnect. The screen goes a bit dimmer, but it will give you longevity on the camera battery life. So I'm going to enable that. And then as you can see underneath, just wait for that to save. Right, the device actually has timed out, the Wi-Fi's timed out on that. So I need to enable the Wi-Fi again, so press the button. Okay, apologies, it did time out then. So I'm back. Go to configuration. So you can see power and display. You can go back in there. Energy saving mode is saved. And then you can put the threshold in there for that. Go back to the main menu. Password and permission. Change password of the device. You saw the password. You can change it. And then general settings. You've got the indicator LEDs I've turned on. Time and date. So you set the time and date here. So it's not that time and date. It is. Yeah. And it is 6:43. Do 6:43, done, save it. You can set DST, British Summertime, Daylight Saving Time. Okay, so that's now going to update the timestamp on the recording. Go back. And you've got read-only USB, debug mode and serial port. You don't need to change any of them or enable any of them, unless there's a problem and we tell you to do it. Export logs. So export logs, confirm that. I'll download it, so then if I confirm that, saves it to the phone, you can email it off. There's probably quite a few logs in there from the setup, etc. that I've been doing. Apologies for this. There we go. And then I can mail it to myself and go, there we go. Now, the last bit is how you change the front LCD display of the device. So you've got nameplate picture. Click on that. So import local file. So you can actually set your own picture in the device. So it says there, please select the 24-bit deep BMP file with a resolution of 240 by 122. I don't have that to hand, but if I could choose it, or choose the file, save it, and that would put the background, my own background, into the nameplate picture. I can put custom in there, and I can start changing all of the different, like the backgrounds, the lines, the text, the color, the font size. You can see it's quite comprehensive. Just from a little app, you can really interact with the display itself. My suggestion would be, go to either import a local one that meets that criteria, or leave it as the one that's already in there and just change the names, okay? So you can see these are the files I downloaded earlier. What you can do is go back into the device. There is one. Apologies, I'll find it now. But anyway, so if you go down to nameplate picture, you can, like I said, import local file. If you click custom, this is where you can change actual display. Now, the earlier firmware was very limited. This new firmware allows much more customization to this nameplate. So what you can do is let's just say, so the background is white, black, or custom. So if we choose custom, we can choose template 1, template, there's lots of default templates in here. But you can see the badge style there, look, where it's got the edit. So let's just go, template 4, that'll do. So template 3, so then I can say how many lines of text do you want it. I want, 3 lines of text. So first line, I want David Davis. Color, I want it is in red. And you can see there, well, I can't put it in red because it's red on red. So if I put white, yeah, second line, put director, and I want that in white. You could have it in red, or you could have it in black. And then text size, you can change the font, you can make it bold. You can see you can change the font. So it's very, very easy to do. And then legend, and I want that in red. No, I don't. I want it in black, and I want it in bold. Okay, so once you're happy with that layout, click generate. This generates it. Click save. That now sends that to the name tag. The name tag display will reboot itself with the new details in there. So basically that's how you can build up the name tag imagery itself. You can import it or you can just build it up that way and just play with it. So now mine has now rebooted, so I'll show you what it looks like on the camera. But it's actually quite nice. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you interact and program the name tag body camera. I'll do a quick recording. Actually, I've actually done some quick recordings. So if I go to file management here, what I have done is look at this one here, play it. You can. That was an image I took. Let's just have a look at this one. Yeah, it's me testing. You can see that's quite a good image. So yeah, that's it. That is the name tag body worn camera. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want any more questions, please speak to your DVS sales rep. Other than that, stay tuned for another how-to video.